Hey there Gemini, welcome to your reading. I'm Lisa, this is Rooted Souls Tarot and this is your weekly reading. So if you are Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising, this is for you. It's a general reading, so just take from it what you need, leave behind what you don't. Yeah, that's it. Right, I've got these lovely cards here that I've used them before. Colette Baron Reid, the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So we'll have a couple of these and then we'll dive into the tarot. So what's going on with Gemini this week? What's happening in your world, Gemini? What do you need to know? Okay, it's a bit of a shuffle. Right. Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Excuse me. Right. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Okay, so making your dreams real this week. What are you going to do to start bringing your dreams into reality this week, Gemini? Are there going to be opportunities coming your way where you could maybe, grab hold of them and put some energy behind them and start, moving towards the things that you're wanting for yourself in life? Trust in divine detours. Sometimes things don't go as straightforward as we would like them, do they? Sometimes we have to take these little detours because we've got little learning experiences, places where we can grow, things that we can learn, places that we can find wisdom. So, the path isn't always straight. Sometimes we have to go a little bit like this. But I definitely think that there's some opportunities coming your way this week that you just need to throw your energy behind. You need to keep your eyes peeled and you need to put a little bit of energy into things if you want, obviously, if you want to, because tarot's not the law, is it? So, but you've got the opportunities there to start bringing some of your dreams down to earth. So let's have a few cards from the tarot and then we'll see what they have to say for themselves. What does Gemini need to know for this week? What's happening in Gemini's world this week? Right. The Magician. It's a good card. The Seven of Wands. The High Priestess. Some magical cards here, Gemini. The Nine of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this says to me that you have got super manifesting energy behind you this week. So those dreams, making your dreams real with the spider spirit, are going to be even more possible because you have got the power of manifestation, this magical power behind you. We've got the Magician. The Magician has all of the tools that he needs to do the job in hand. He's also super master manifester. So what is it that you want to bring down to earth? What is it that you want for yourself? What's your vision for your future? The choice is yours. What dreams do you want to bring down to reality? Pick one, put some energy behind it. See the opportunities as they're coming your way this week. Let's have a couple of cards with that one. We've got the World. So you're starting a brand new cycle. You've got a huge opportunity here for things to just move onwards. The World is the last card in the Major Arcana. So you've been through all of the other Major Arcana cards. You've learnt all your lessons along the way. And now it's time to use all of that experience, all of that wisdom, all of that knowledge and help you move yourself towards your vision. Use all that to help you move towards your vision, should I say. So, opportunities here for a new cycle and a brand new way of doing things. We all have many different cycles throughout our lifetime. I'm sure if you really sat and thought about it, you could think of, a good few. And now's your time where things are going to start changing for you. Things are going to start, going off on a different tangent. And you've got opportunities galore to create your future. We've got the Empress, there we go. She says it best, doesn't she, when it comes down to creation. The Empress, she's wearing that beautiful crown of stars. She's connected to her divine self. She knows what her soul wants and she is bringing things into creation. She's using that connection with herself to start to nurture her new projects, to birth new projects. she's just super creative. And I think you're in an opportunity this week, Gemini, where there's all these these things are coming your way, and you've got the opportunity to really run with that energy. It's super magical energy. We've got the Empress, we've got the Magician. They're creation. They're manifesting, creation, building something from scratch, from the ground upwards almost. And tied in there with that world, this is a really exciting week for you, where anything's possible. Oh, I feel really excited for you, Gemini. Let me know in the comments if this feels like it resonates with you right now. I'd always love to hear what's going on with you. And if you like the reading, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. And if you've not been here before and you've not subscribed, or if you have been here before and you've not subscribed, I'd love you to press that subscribe button. It'd be amazing to have you part of this little community that I'm trying to build here. Right, so we've got the Seven of Wands as our next card. The Seven of Wands is not giving up. It's having a vision, and it is following your instincts, and it is pushing forwards. You see there, he's up higher than everybody else. Obviously, you can't see the people holding on to the other wands, but he's up high, and so he's winning. He's on the right side of things, and I think moving forwards, if you connect to that divine self of yours, that divine knowledge that you have within you, and you're following your instincts, you're not going to go far wrong. You may come up against challenges, you may come up, well, you probably will, because that's life, isn't it? You may come up against people who maybe don't think that you're doing the right thing, but you know what, if you know within you, with all of your being, that this is the right thing for you to do, then you just need to keep plodding forwards, pushing forwards. And I think that's exactly what you're going to do, Gemini. Let's have a couple more cards to go with that. And like I say, trust in divine detours. This coyote spirit, Seven of Wands, speaks of going on, different detours, because coming up against brick walls, coming up against challenges where you've just got to turn around and go back a different direction. But you've learnt something, you've had an experience. And life is all about learning, it's about experiences. So, I'm really bad at shuffling today. I do apologise. I think it's because I'm not concentrating. Right, we've got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is extremely entrepreneurial. He makes very wise and well thought out pentacle choices. So it doesn't always have to be money. It could be health. It could be something material, something earthly. So a business, a home, a car, whatever it is for you. So whatever it is that you're moving towards, that you're on a mission to bring your vision, into reality, you're going to be making some smart choices this week, some smart choices relating to the material things surrounding that thing. Obviously, it's a general reading. Everyone's going to be different, whatever that is for you. So whether it is health, whether it is money, whether it is home, but you're going to be making some decisions, and I think you're going to have that energy of the King of Pentacles. You're going to be making very wise, strategic decisions even, I just got told. Got the Chariot, that's moving forwards, that's forward momentum. So I think things are really starting to shift for you this week, Gemini. The energy's starting to move forwards, and things are starting to change, and I think you're starting to see and feel the change, almost the shift in energy of this new cycle that you're on. And I think it's you can feel it, it's becoming more apparent that that's what's happening within your world, because I think just that forward momentum, again, led by your divine self, by your connection to your higher self. So we've got the High Priestess there. The High Priestess, she's extremely psychic. She's very in contact with her intuition, with her soul, with her higher self. So I think, this connection that you've got with yourself is going to be really important to help you to end up where you need to be. You have to find that connection and deepen that connection so that you can lead yourself in the right direction, guide yourself even in the right direction. Right, let's have another couple of cards. Okay, Gemini. The Knight of Pentacles. Again, making good choices, good pentacle choices, being cautious, being considered with your choices. So again, it's really down to your intuition. You're going to be extremely intuitive this week, and I think you're going to be using that to make these very careful choices about how you're moving forwards. And we've got the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is feeling quite weighed down, but in a good way. The Ten of Wands is a good card because, you know, there his harvest on his back there. He's carrying his own creation. So I think you may well be feeling like you've got a lot on this week, that you're carrying a heavy load, but it's for your benefit. None of the load is anybody else's. It's yours because you need to get you to where you need to be. You know, it's not forever. It will be soon time for you to put all those sticks down, but it's important to carry a bit of an extra load this week. And I don't think it's going to feel negative. I just think you're going to have a lot on this week. So we've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a lovely card. It's about, for me, I always feel it is about, you know, being really pleased with how things are going, how things are moving along with your vision for yourself, for your happiness, for your security, for the joys in your life. Obviously being a cup with, you know, just on an emotional level as well. Things are going well. Things are going really well, and you know, again, I think you're starting to see the benefits of how things are going. I definitely think the energy's shifting this week for you, and there's a before this week and a after this week. I think it's a defining point where things are just energetically feeling different. You are feeling like things are changing, and things are changing quite quickly, and for the better. Thank goodness, because, you know, this year's been a little bit pants up to now, hasn't it? It's been quite challenging on many, many different levels. Right. Oh, there we go. Ace of Pentacles. New opportunity or new abundance coming your way. A new opportunity for abundance. But we've got the Four of Pentacles there, holding on to something too tightly. So, you know, you're going to get an opportunity for something that's going to be beneficial for you down the line. Something that if you put your time and energy into, it's going to be amazing. It's going to bring you the abundance that you are wanting, the stability that you're wanting in your life. But the thing is just not to hold on to this too tightly, not to feel the need to maybe control the situation too much, or rein in the situation too much and keep it close to you. You need to just free it up. Let this energy flow the way that it needs to. Let this Ace of Pentacles just go and flow the way that it needs to without any restrictions. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like there's going to be an urge. You know, obviously we've got that Four of Pentacles, an urge from you to either really control the situation or really just you know, hold it back in some way, when really you just need to just let it flow the way that it naturally needs to go. But certainly things are starting to move in a much more positive direction. We've got the Eight of Pentacles there as our next card. The Eight of Pentacles, it's about learning. It is about honing your skills. So opportunities for learning this week. I think there's big opportunities for learning this week, actually. Both on an intellectual level and on a spiritual level, if obviously you choose to take it, or you choose to take them. We've got the Nine of Swords next, and we've got the Four of Wands. So I think you're going to be in work mode, I think, by the end of the week. And when I say work mode, if you don't actually work, it's whatever you're putting your time and energy into. I think you're wanting to improve what you're doing. I think you're wanting to really just fine tune and tweak whatever it is you're putting your energy into. And I think, and maybe even, like I say, learn about what it is you've got going on. And I think this is going to cause you a little bit of stress. Maybe you're feeling under pressure in some way because, you know, I don't know about you, but I often, if I say I'm going to do something, I can quite often put myself under a lot of pressure. And that's what I think this Nine of Swords is. I don't think it's anything dramatic. I think it's maybe self-inflicted, putting quite a little bit of pressure on yourself and a little bit of extra stress because you want to do this thing really well. You want to, you know, maybe you feel like the stakes are high, that, you know, you really want to move things and change things. And so you're putting pressure on yourself. But, you know, you have to remember, you know, life doesn't have to be all serious. It doesn't have to be, you know, all work. There needs to be time for you. There needs to be time for lighter things. You know, despite the fact that you are, you know, you're trying to build some strong foundations. You're trying to build something for yourself for the future. I do feel for all of you, actually. I think this thing is something for you, for yourself, for your family, for the future. And, you know, you look in that card there. They are building those strong foundations, but they're doing it in a light, carefree kind of way, in a fun kind of way. And I think, you know, you need to try and take that seriousness out of the equation and try and just lighten up a little bit by the end of this week, Gemini, because I think things are going to, you know, feel really intense because there's so much going on and you can see things happening and it feels really good. And at the same time, you know, it's like you wanting this to really keep going, the momentum, the shift, this positive energy, you want to really keep it going. And I think maybe you're going to end up putting too much pressure on yourself. Put yourself under too much pressure, you know what I mean? Right. I'm going to leave it at that. But, you know, you've got a really exciting week ahead of you, Gemini. I'm not going to lie. There's an awful lot going on here. But the main thing is, you know, you have got those two magical cards at the very beginning, that Emperor and the Empress, and the World card sandwiched in between. So a week of creation, of manifesting, of physically manifesting, of internally manifesting, and literally a brand new cycle starting for yourself that you're really going to feel. So I'm going to leave it at that. You take care of yourself. Have a great week. Don't forget to let me know what's going on with you. And in the meantime, you stay rooted, stay magical, and stay open. And I will look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.